Buyouts are back. The dark. Do you guys remember that fairy tale storybook, Chicken Little? He kept saying the sky was falling, and after he said it once or twice, nobody believed him. Remember that? And then when the sky really was falling, it was too late. Welcome back, everyone. MTG Moxman here. If you're new to my channel, you've just found me in the nacho cheese universe of YouTube. Thanks a lot for checking out my content today. I really hope you guys enjoy it. And if you had a good time, smash that subscribe button, join in the fun, help my channel reach its goal of 10K subscribers in 2022. Can't wait to have the party when we're there. And of course, at 7,500 subscribers, we're having a pizza party live stream. You're all invited. I'm not sharing my pizza, but you're all invited. So we're here today to talk about the dark. We'll get a few facts and figures out of the way, just so you guys know what's going on. The dark. Print run, around 65 million cards. It's a little bit of a give or take. Some say as low as 62, some say as high as 67. I'm going to stick it at 65. But 8 card booster packs, 60 booster packs per box, which is the same as Fallen Empires and Homelands. You can see it goes in like an order there. 119 cards in the set. The weakest of the 4 horsemen, as they like to say. So you got to think Arabian Nights. Awesome, right? Smallest print run, because it was the first expansion ever made. Then you got Antiquities. All right, small print run. 8 card booster packs as well, by the way. And then we got Legends, which was a much larger set. A lot of new cards. A lot less duplication. But then we got to the dark. And everyone said, it's okay. It's a little bit weak. It's a little bit weak. So it was left alone. It was shunned. It's not a natural athlete like the first 3. It has to come into its own. And years go by. Years go by. A few channels mention it and say, hey, some of these cards in the dark are like $4 or $5. Hey, some of these cards are $10, $12. Hey, did you hear? Some cards in the dark, they've been bought out. Frankenstein's Monster Man, $7. Crazy stuff, crazy stuff. The years have gone by. And every time you think about it, just remember, 65 million cards by today's playing-based standards is minuscule. That's how big it is. Nothing. Tiny. But people neglected it. People forgot about it. Few channels still talk about it. And this is where we are today. So, let's get this ball rolling. There's your facts on the dark. Now, some of these cards, of course, are reserve list cards. There are reserve list cards from the dark on the list. And a lot of those cards got hit this weekend, let me tell you. So when you look at this, you have to understand. When people don't appreciate a set, when it gets shunned long enough, it has like a stigma that sticks with it. Just like Fallen Empires. It's only now, after like 25, 30 years, these cards are going up, and that's what's happening to the dark. People have decided to buy this set out in various capacities and certain cards in the set. It's not like the Soldevi excavations where we bought a couple. It's not like even City of Shadows from the dark where we said, hey, who wants to buy one and who has copies already? Let me know. You guys can still email me if you have copies of that and you haven't done it yet. Let me know how many Cities of Shadow you got, because I have a feeling there's not that many left by this point when this video comes out on Monday. So, cards that have started to disappear are Stone Calendar, Sorrow's Path, The Exorcist, or not, just Exorcist, not The Exorcist. Exorcist, right? Frankenstein's Monster, which originally, if you remember the Friday video where I said strange movements are going on, I assumed it was probably related to double feature. No way. Changing, revising plan. More data's come in. That's not the way it is, okay? It's gone way beyond double feature possible hype. Which it isn't that hype of a set, is it? But way past that point. Nameless Race. These are all guys on the reserve list being bought. And when I had my sales figures and I put stuff together, I let my patrons know on the channel. I get the rest of the data together, and I've completed this video for you guys to watch on Monday. And that's led us to where we are, the dark. How many are really left out there? It's a lot less. We know the attrition rate is at least 50% on a lot of these older sets. I've been at this long enough now, and I've seen the cards and data, and finding near mint cards, so hard. No sleeves, underappreciated set people didn't care about, has led to a lot of abuse of some of these cards. What is there, less than 1,000 boxes left probably? Probably a lot less, right? Who knows? I don't have to worry about that. I have the cards I wanted from the dark years ago. But when you see commons like Eater of the Dead disappearing, what other cards are going under the radar from this 119 card set and disappearing? Somebody's decided to buy them. Somebody decided that there is value there that they can make money off of. Remember, when the hype train gets going in a buyout situation like this, when cards are just being sucked into the aether, it can worry a lot of people. Panic sets in, prices get jacked up super high, and everyone just goes, I gotta have it! That's what happens. I've seen it a few times now over my years here, and I've seen it on years before on other channels when I was just watching and not being a YouTuber. Crazy stuff. I mean, how much is a sealed pack right now? $200? Think about a sealed pack of Arabian Nights. Think about a sealed pack of Legends or Antiquities. Seems pretty underpriced, doesn't it? Pretty underpriced. And if you're thinking about the Italian ones, it's not quite the same thing. About 50% of the value, give or take. But this is what happens. When you start looking at the data, you start seeing sales figures start to climb. You have to compile more stuff to make sure you've got, how many cards are we talking about, which ones in the set. By the time you've looked at that, you saw near 20 sales go by. And how many days go by after that before you can put things together and do it? We're all late to the party here. We're late to the party. By the time you saw this video, it's already probably happened. I'll probably have different figures for this week to go over and then kind of mull together. But when you watch my Hot 10 Reserve List buy video of the week, right? So these are the hottest selling cards in the reserve list. Watch that video from yesterday, which is Sunday. This video comes out on Monday. Watch the Sunday one, and you will just be like, whoa! Watch the week before that and the weeks before all those on my top 10 reserve list, and you will see some of these weeks have like 10 or 12 sales in a full week. There was cards making with like 5-6 sales. So if the average is 4 or 5 sales and you see something jump to 150 plus sales in a week, that is not the norm for cards in this area. Somebody goes and buys 20 copies of something. Nobody needs 20 copies. I've told you guys, go for a playset. Get a playset so at least have 4 of something so you have what you need. And if you never need all 4, you've got a little bit of trade fodder. You see where I'm going? Somebody who buys 20 and then another 30 go and another 10 go and 20 more go here. Locally, somebody buys 36. That tells you that people have noticed, people have panicked a bit, the sky is falling, and they're gone. Here's the good news. It is a large print run. Okay? I mean, by the old standards, it's considered huge. And the market, when I was looking, still had lots of copies available. The bad news is, as this gets bumped and caught by the algorithms of things like MTG stocks, MTG Goldfish and that, TCG, when these get caught up, the price is going to trend up. It is going to go up. It's unavoidable. People are going to say, hey, people are buying this card. I'm going to notch it up 50 cents. I'm going to notch mine up $1. I'm going to notch mine up $1.25. And it just starts shooting up. So finally, the worst copies of the card available are still way higher than they were. And the very best copies, the near mint copies, which are so hard to find in any of these old sets, they're through the roof. So anyone set collecting, if this is a card you need, if these are cards you're after, I hope you got your copies already. I hope you already bought by the time you watch this video, because at this point, it's probably too late. Like I said, I got the cards I needed from the dark. I have a couple of play sets of the things I like. And of course, City of Shadows, I don't know what's going to happen. It was not a buyout target. When I was at the time of this video, when I recorded it, it was not being bought out. It was staying right where it was, and I was a happy camper. So hopefully it stayed that way, because I told you guys the card should be $250. That's what I said for City of Shadows. Should be $250. So I'll be very curious to see how that all pans out. And when you look at these things, if this is a buyout target now, what else could be coming? What other cards may be hit soon? And maybe there's nothing coming. Maybe this is just a flash in the pan and it's done. A little bit of smoke came out. Oh, we're all amazed. And then we move on to the next thing because Kamigawa's coming. We'll get distracted by something Wizards does. Oh my God, Kamigawa's over there. Who knows? Double feature. Oh, it's on the floor. I'm just saying, we don't know what's going to happen. But usually when the start of a buyout happens, it starts trending and tracking like a train. More people hop on the ride. More people say, you know what? I really don't want to miss out on that card. I was kind of complaining about the price, but really the price isn't that bad. And that can spark things off. That's how it happens in the past. So I'll be very interested to see what people say about this video, what your comments are. Are you going to say, you're wrong? Because I don't think I am. But you can argue with me. I'm happy to have a good conversation about it. Things happen, guys. Things change. The underappreciated set can always come and rise to the occasion, because years have gone by and people recognize it for the awesomeness it is. I mean, the lore and story back then is just nuts. So go ahead, guys, leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think out there. I always like to know what the what the masses are you know, doing. Are you guys saying, oh, I wanted to get a couple of cards? Are you saying, this is ridiculous, these prices can't hold? That's what I'm talking about. Oh, of course I knocked the microphone. It's the end of the video. And of course, a big shout out goes out to each and every one of my fantastic patrons on the channel. Without you guys, this channel wouldn't exist. Thank you so much, guys, for that continued support. Looking forward to seeing you all on the live stream on Sundays. Gonna rock it out. Have a great day, everyone. So here we are, the end of the video. I know. Buyouts. Are they really back? Is it really happening? Is it a flash in the pan? Only next week's sales figures will tell me. Hot top 10, man. We'll see how it goes. This was a fell stinger going into the 10K box because you guys were worthy. Remember, we're not worthy. Wayne's World, man. Going into the box because we're at the end. Hopefully we had a good time on the live stream. You know, no Groundhog Day stuff here because this is pre-recorded. And we're having a good time. I hope you guys are rocking it. I look forward to seeing everyone this week for a whole nother amazing week of videos. Let's have a good time with it. I'll see you guys soon. Cheers, man. We deserve it. Gonna have some pizza. Pizza party.